Hello everyone, Michael Tatlock back here, and today I'm going to be reviewing two Severin Films releases, Zombie 3 and Zombie 4, After Death. So stay tuned! Okay, so Zombie 3. Zombie 3 is a film by Lucio Fulci. Kind of. Fulci was pretty ill at the time this was shot, and he pretty much ended up shooting just a whole bunch of footage of canoeing. And they brought in Claudio Fragasso and Bruno Matti. Claudio Fragasso you probably know from Troll 2. And Bruno Matti, they actually have it listed on the back here as Shocking Dark, which is another Severin Films releases, which I'll be reviewing later on. So they brought them in to basically pick up where Fulci, kind of just because he was ill, he wasn't able to finish the script. So they kind of came back in and reshot a bunch of stuff and kind of worked around what Fulci did shoot to kind of get the story flowing a little better. The script was written by Claudio Fragasso. I love saying that name. And also co-writer Rosello Drudi. They wrote it, and Fulci was going to direct, shoot pretty much the script as it was, which I hear was great, but they had no money, so they had to cut a whole bunch of stuff out. So, blah, 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 Bruno Matti comes in, does some reshoots. Bruno Matti doesn't really want to take credit for the film. In the interview that he does, he gives everything to Fulci, which is kind of nice of him, I guess. So the story behind Zombie 3 is basically some scientists are working in the Philippines on it's like a weapon for the military to bring back. It's really hard to describe the story in this movie because there really isn't one. So they're working on this, serum or something to bring back the dead? Maybe? I don't know. It does bring back the dead, but they're ravenous, and the scientist is like, no, I can't work on this anymore. So they're gonna transport it off, and then these couple guys show up to raid the scientist compound. They steal the serum, and they escape, but then they drop it and it breaks open. But one of the guys gets infected. And he ends up at a resort, and they capture him. And then they kill him, and then they burn him, and then his ashes go up into the sky, and then it infects a whole bunch of people. Kind of sounds like Return of the Living Dead, because actually very similar in the story with that. Of course, Return of the Living Dead is a hell of a lot better, better made too. So the ashes infect a bunch of people. It seems to only infect the Philippines, the Filipino people. It's kind of weird. All the zombies are men, and they're all Filipinos, and all the people fighting for their lives are white people. I don't know if it's trying to send a message here or something. I don't know. Some tourists are on the island. They meet up with some military men. Really cheesy acting throughout all of it. Basically, they fight zombies, and then just a whole bunch of gory scenes happen, and it tries to tell a story. That is Zombie 3. Doesn't really have anything to do with Zombie 2. Fulci's really awesome zombie movie. If you don't know, Dawn of the Dead in Italy is called Zombie, and then Fulci did a movie called Zombie 2, and then over here they just renamed it to Zombie Flesh Eaters, and then they released this as Zombie 3, but I'm going to show you something here. This is 88 Films release. It was also known as Zombie Flesh Eaters 2, so Zombie 2 Flesh Eaters. Who knows what the hell the movie's called in the end. But anyway, Zombie 3. So that's Zombie 3. Just a really super terribly made movie, but so much fun. It's just so cheesy. The dubbing is awful. Just atrocious all the way through. But god damn, it's fun. It's just so much fun. There's just all this, there's gory scenes of zombies. The special effects are kind of cool, on the zombies. The scene which takes place in a pool, where one of the girls falls in, and then a couple other things happen. It was actually a pretty intense scene when the guy falls into the pool, and then zombies are lurching for him and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. And it looks nice. Overall, it doesn't actually look like a bad film. long as you like don't look at the acting. But yeah, so it's cool. It's fun. It's a fun movie. There's also this really okay. There's actually two scenes in this film that are just mind blowing. One involves a severed head in a fridge. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was just blew my mind how hilarious it was. Another one involves a pregnant woman and a baby giving birth. That scene, sweet Jesus, is so over the top. I can't believe they got away with it. Like, it's just ridiculous. It was amazing. So, definitely love Zombie 3, even though it's a terrible film. Special features, Severin Films. So, as I noted here, 88 Films has released Zombie 2, 3 on Blu-ray. This is region locked. The transfer, actually, I compared the two. This is a new 2K scan. Aspect ratio is a bit different. This one's a little more open, but it seems to be more correct. This one has black bars on the side, not huge black bars, but just on the sides. This one seems sharper, has a little bit more of a bloom effect around bright scenes. It seems like maybe they shot certain scenes with different camera. I don't know if different film, different camera. I don't know what it is, but it's just very bloomy. The whites are just boom. But, whatever. It doesn't take away from the film. This one, there's still bloom, but not as pronounced. But it's most likely because this one's sharper looking. Everything's been kind of cleaned up a little bit. This one probably why the bloom appears a little sharper or brighter. This one is LPCM 2.0, and this one also is English Mono 2.0. Better transfer for sure on the new 2K transfer. Special features on the Severin Films. We have an interview with Claudio Fargasso and the co-writer Rosello Drutti. It's about 18 minutes. Just goes through about talking about making the film, about how Fulci was sick at the time and tried to shoot the script as it was, but budget concerns. Tough Guys interview with actor stuntman Massimo Vini and Ottaviano del Acqua. Oh my god. That one is, I can't remember how long that one was. It was a few minutes, maybe 9 minutes, I think about 9 minutes. Just talking about, shooting the film, doing the stunts. Massimo is the guy that I talked about earlier with the pool. He falls into the pool. He's kind of a cool guy. Then we also have about an 8-minute interview with the replacement director, Boone and Matti. That's where he talks about, not giving credit to, or he doesn't want to take full credit for the film. Swimming with Zombies was an interview with the actress Marina Lo, who kind of looks like she shot the film with a really bad fever, or like she looks really tired in the movie. But my God, she has aged beautifully. Beautifully. And then we also have in the Zombie Factory an interview with FX artist Franco del Girolamo. I don't remember how long that one was, but it kind of goes around, talks about the special effects. And then an audio commentary with stars Doran, Serafin, and Beatrice Ring, which I did not listen to, but Ryan listened to it in the written review for this movie on Callsploitation. He talks about how they kind of joke back and forth about the film. It's supposed to be a pretty fun audio commentary. Then we have a trailer. But on the first 3,000 copies of the film, which honestly is probably all of them, is a soundtrack CD right there. That's awesome. Because they have a couple cool songs and they kind of have a couple cool beats. The music in the movie has kind of a cheesy comic book sound effect to it, but definitely something you could pump into your CD system and rock out to in a cheesy way. So that is Zombie 3 Blu-ray in this awesome Blu-ray case. There is no reverse sleeve. That is it. 95 minutes, 1988. So definitely recommend Zombie 3. Just awesome movie. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, the next one is Zombie 4 After Death. When you pop it in and hit play, it actually is just called After Death. There is no Zombie 4 in the opening credits or anything like that. This is directed by Claudio Fargasso. It is written, I believe it's still, Rosello Drutti is the only sole writer on it because she wasn't given credit in Zombie 3, so they gave her full credit in this. But I believe Fargasso and her both co-wrote the movie. Directed by Clyde Anderson, which is Claudio Fargasso. And it is, I love the back. Sorry, I'm kind of sidetracking here, but I love the back. The back says, from the creators of Troll 2 and Monster Dog. Can you imagine there is now a Blu-ray out of Zombie 4 that actually says, from the creators of Troll 2. Troll 2, considered one of the worst movies of all time. They're actually giving it as a positive note on the back of a Blu-ray. Okay, so Zombie 4, ending of Zombie 3 kind of leads into what you think the sequel Zombie 4 would actually be following up. It does not. There's a few returning actors, but they're playing completely different roles. It's just a completely different movie. It once again has zombies, but now this time the zombies are running. They're kind of doing some kung fu. It takes place on an island again. The beginning is supposedly a flashback scene of when the zombie outbreak happens with some voodoo priest. I think it's the voodoo priest that caused the zombie uprising, or it's potentially the scientists that were working for a cure for cancer caused it. I don't know. There's a little girl who escapes, and then one of the most awkward jump in time, because you don't even know it jumps in time. It jumps ahead in time. You don't know. She's running, and all of a sudden the next scene is a boat arriving, and you think the boat is the boat they mentioned earlier that's going to pick them up. But no, it actually jumped ahead 20 years, and it doesn't even let you know. Anyway, jumps ahead 20 years. She goes back to the island. I don't know why, but she's with, the little girl does, who is played by Candace Daly. She was in Young and Restless. Unfortunately, she had an untimely demise in early 2000, which is unfortunate. She's a beautiful woman, so she is with a bunch of mercenaries. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why. I don't know why she's with them, but they're boating, and the boat gets attracted to the island. It gets pulled to the island by mysterious forces. She has an amulet that her mother gave her that's supposed to protect her from the dead. They end up on the island, and then there's also 3 people on the island, which is, I believe, Massimo, who was in the Zombie 3 that I mentioned. He is there. Also, Jeff Stryker, who goes by Chuck Payton. Yeah, he goes by Chuck Payton, but he's really Jeff Stryker, who's an adult film star. Did a lot of gay porn, did a lot of straight porn, did a lot of bi porn. There is an interview with him. He's actually a pretty nice guy. So he's in it. He's part of the 3 people that are exploring the island. There's also a girl, and they find a cave, and they find the Book of the Dead. Literally, it is the Book of the Dead. The book actually says the Book of the Dead on the front cover. They read from it, of course. Brings back the zombies. The mercenaries get stuck in a house, an old hospital. The zombies are there, and then a whole bunch of people get bitten, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that Zombie 4. You know what? I actually did not find Zombie 4 to be very gory. There is a few gory scenes, but I don't know. There wasn't a lot that stood out. I wanted some more kind of like gut-wrenching scenes. The ending, which is absolutely absurd, it makes no sense, has a few gory scenes in it, but I don't know, I just felt it lacked a little bit with the gore, but there was still some really cool scenes with kind of like the practical effects on the zombies looked cool, and like some of the mercenaries get turned into zombies. Spoiler alert! And there's a few cool scenes with them. One of the guys, he just kind of looked cool with the chunks taken out of him and stuff. But yeah, that's Zombie 4 After Death, which has a really awesome soundtrack to it, which is included on a CD, which is this one. And what is it called? Life After Death. Life After Death. Yeah, really cool, catchy song. I don't know if I think I like Zombie 3 better. Zombie 4, that was a little slow at times. And like I said, there just wasn't enough gore in it, I found. But yeah, still though, it was still cheesy, terrible, bad acting, horrible dubbing, hilarious movie that you're going to find enjoyment out of. The Blu-ray, 2K again, uncut for the first time ever in America. Let's see here. Yeah, there was no other release I compare it to, but it looks great. It looks just as good as Zombie 3. It doesn't have the blooming problem, but like I said, that could have been easily just a camera that they were using in that movie, and this one is using different equipment. It's later on. It was actually shot in 88, but it lists 89. English Mono 2.0 with some subtitles. Special features are the special feature in the Zombie 3 with the Claudia Fargasso and Rosella Drulti is just continuing on in this one. It lasts for about 30 minutes, so they just go through the movie. Claudio says he's the one that invented running zombies, but I don't think that's true, because I can't remember. There was another movie that came out before that with zombies that ran. I don't know if it was City of the Living Dead, or I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was zombies running before that. We also have Jeff Stryker in Manila, who talks about him shooting the movie as Chuck Payton, and then them finding out that he was the adult film porn star. So they were like, holy crap, we got Jeff Stryker in this movie. So they kind of utilized his fame to kind of sell the movie. It's kind of sad to hear, because he talks about how he really wanted to get into major motion pictures, and he got to the by doing adult films, he got to the point where he was famous enough to do major motion pictures, but then he just got too famous in adult films, so he couldn't do major motion pictures. But you know what? I hope he gets a chance to do some more films, because he wasn't bad in the movie. Like he says, he's the only one in the film that's actually acting scared how he should be. Everyone else is like, hey, a zombie, whatever. Then there's also Blonde vs. Zombies, which was an archive interview with actress Candice Daly, who talks about just working with Fragasso and shooting the movie and how having a fun time with it. Like I said, it's unfortunate she passed away. And then we have some behind-the-scenes footage and a trailer. So that's it. Not as many features. There's no audio commentary or anything like that on this release. But, easily could have had nothing on it. But they threw some stuff on it. So thank you, Severin Films. And I don't believe there is nope, there's no reverse sleeve. But there is the CD, like I said, and it features that awesome Life After Death song. So, 2 movies from Severin Films, Zombie 3, Zombie 4, both highly recommended, of course. They are cheesy, terribly made films, but they're just so bad. They're so much fun. So, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you pick these up, because they are definitely worth it. Thanks for watching, and make sure you click the little subscribe button down in whatever corner it is. We will be continuing on with the videos. Not getting a lot of views, but it's slowly building. We have some few fans that watch, so thank you, and we appreciate it. We also have some awesome comments from people. I do rape people's buttholes. Thank you very much. Like, what kind of comment is that? Hilarious. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and be sure to pick up Severin Films releases of Zombie 3, Zombie 4, and you know what? I'm going to, the other one, Shocking Dark, I'm probably going to tell you to buy it anyway, so pick them all up. Pick them all up. Thanks for watching.